Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And we moving it right along, family. We got my girl, Kendra G. As always, family, I ain't seen much of it, maybe 15, 25 seconds of it. She on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, fellas.
Great light. I love that y'all
Okay.
are ready. Okay. What's your name, Boo?
Cashel.
Cash out. And where you calling me from?
I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland. All right. Do you want your video
Yes.
to stay on the app or do you want it to go on social media too?
I think just stay in the app.
Okay, no worries.
Now, as
You
I'm 40.
40. And what you do
Fair use. Fair use.
for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Do you have any kids?
I have one 14-year-old.
114. You ever been married?
No,
Never married. Um, and what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. So we got Cash Out Cleveland, 40 Scorpio, is an accountant. Also 14-year-old, never married. What kind of man?
First thoughts. Nice looking lady. Nice looking lady. 40 years old. 14-year-old. No. No, no. The 40 and the 14-year-old. They double whammies. All right. But nice looking lady. All right. And then from her pictures, she looked like she a 40-year-old lady looking to go on a bunny trail. All right. She looking like she liked looking to get played with. And one of the pictures, she all up on some dude right up on her cheek cakes. But listen, a secure man wouldn't have no problem with none of that. All right. A secure man, listen, I know I could be wrong, fellas. That she might not be trying to go on a bunny trip. She might be somebody we could take serious. And I know I don't speak for all the brothers, so let's just listen, fellas.
For a confident and driven man who has a leadership mindset, who has a good balance of being kind but also masculine, um, a good sense of humor, a elevated like thought process and mindset, um, a man whose goal it is to be a husband, not to just like have a wife, but to actually be a husband, who has a
See, this man would come and provide for her. All right, this man would show up and treat her like she 22. Meanwhile, he's stuck with a 40-year-old rebel. All right, with a list. All right, and them lashes, who not a grown up at all. Okay, she wants you to pull up and treat her like she 22. Meanwhile, you stuck with some 40-year-old chick who can't offer you nothing and expecting you to give her every damn thing. All right, she needs you to be ready for marriage because she running out of time because she charged you with what she done with her life. All right, at 40 years old, looking for men, she hell on wheels. All right, because every man approaching her, she comparing him to this dude who she can't get, who ain't gonna pay her no mind, BBL and all. All right, listen, because she looked like she for a good time, and men just pull up to have a good time with her. All right, and she realized all she could get is some attention, and with this, the attention become disdain because these men don't want to stick around. Because they can't stick around. There's nothing here to stick around for. She 14. She got a 14-year-old. She 40 years old. And she expecting the world for some man who she can't offer much to. Nothing but this entitled company. All right. I told you. She looking to go on a bunny trail. And she want to gaslight you with this man you need to be. All right. This driven, determined, and all of this. She 40 years old. All right, her man ain't in his 40s, probably ain't in his 50s. At least in his 60s, he ain't driven. He done already drove. He done it. All right, he ain't hustling. He ain't looking to take her on no damn bunny trail. All right, she can't get serious, and she too old to grow up.
not to just like have a wife, but to actually be a husband, who has a relationship with Christ and is grounded in like the biblical faith, or the Christian faith. I want a man who understands the importance of discipline, who has self-awareness, and a man who prioritizes his family. Um, I'm looking for a man who has good chemistry, that we could be friends, um, and like a friendship within our romantic relationship. Thoughtful, considerate.
You ladies don't know nothing about men. Shit. Nothing. We ain't looking for none of that. All right. We don't want to be your friend. We don't want to be your partner. All right. At 40 years old, you should know all this shit. This shit, this list you got, that don't no man meet. Ain't no man gonna try to meet, that women been telling you all your life about this your person guy who gonna show up and all it take is you to be cute and he gonna give you every damn thing he got, and in return all you gonna have to give him is whatever the hell you feel like giving for it. All right, it got you 40 years old on the Kendra G show with your BBL, and you looking like a hood bunny everywhere. All right, we seen you. You look like the rest of the hood bunnies on the planet, baby girl. And we ain't gonna start respecting it because you need us to in order to be able to get what you want. All right, let me tell you something about men. We want the same things men always wanted, and you ain't got it. You ain't got it, so we leave you in the street. You're a rebel. All right, and you think this, you gonna find some bossed up dude. Listen to this dude, this hell of a dude you describing. You need to be able to call shots to him and tell him who he need to be and what he need to be and what he need to do for you. Why you just do whatever you feel like. That's how you got here, girl. Don't none of us give a good goddamn about nothing you want. All right, the kind of men who come and holler at you, you can't do shit with them. And the men who can don't stay for but 15 minutes. And that's just the stain you dripping. And you charge the next man with walking up to you, meeting this list, and hurrying up and marrying you because you running out of time. And it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna gaslight no man. You ain't gonna bully no man. And you certainly not gonna do that with this man you describing and the taking whatever the hell you got. You got 24-year-olds with BBLs that can't get none of this shit you asking for, girl. All right, none of it. All right, you 40 with one. All right, and you think all of a sudden men gonna start changing. You're gonna get the same men you been getting, baby girl. It ain't gonna change. All right, you either gonna get with the program or you gonna be 50 talking this same shit.
Somebody who's self-aware and knows how to read the room. Um, a man who is health conscious, and just like overall like cares about their not just like physical health, like mental health, as well. And a man who understands the power of like servant and sacrifice. And somebody who's well traveled and smell good.
Ooh, child, you got the long list. Tell me your top 5 non-negotiable.
That's one of a hell of a dude you asking for that can't get nothing but an old lady with a 14-year-old who ain't got nothing to offer him except a nice looking woman. You just asked for this man who could get whatever woman he want.
That I just said.
Yes.
A man who's grounded in Christian faith is number 1.
Okay.
A man who understands the importance of serving and sacrifice.
Okay.
Number 2, is confident. I cannot do people who are insecure. That's 3. Number 4, I think, would be kind for sure, and considerate. Consideration is important.
Okay. All right. And what are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is people who want more kids. Anybody who wants me to have any more kids.
Baby girl, cut the jokes. You ladies kill me with this. You know men ain't looking for 40-year-old ladies for a job like that. All right, listen, we don't think you no good for no job like that. You crazy? That's the last thing we want from a 40-year-old woman. All right, any man looking for a job like that, somebody to have his kids, he is definitely not looking for a 40-year-old lady. All right, so you ladies need to cut that out. You can't offer a man nothing. That laundry list of stuff, the things men value, you can't offer us nothing. None of it. None of the stuff we value. All right, you're just gonna be a nice looking woman. That's it. That's all you can offer him. Nothing else. Everything else you got to offer him, look, you done gave that away a million times. And you want new stuff from him. And he ain't gonna see the fair. You ladies just don't know much about men. Men all about a great deal. What you asking for is to rob them.
Somebody who does not have a relationship with Christ, lack of self-awareness, lack of discipline, no sense of humor, and somebody who's not like rational, has a rational thought process, bad hygiene, and I think this goes without saying, cheaters and liars, and somebody with a temper.
Okay. Okay.
Read between the lines, fellas. A rational thought process means you agree with her. All right, that's how you be rational. You agree with her. All right, you don't disagree with her. You don't tell her about herself. All right, you don't tell her what she got going on. You see her the way she see herself as perfect, no matter what she done, no matter what she do. You shouldn't just don't try to tell her nothing, and you agree with her. All right, listen, that attitude that got her on the Kendra G show.
Look a certain way.
Not necessarily, just like I mentioned like somebody who has who cares about like their physical health. So just somebody who like takes care of themselves and takes pride in themselves and their appearance. So not necessarily looking a certain type of way, but those characteristics will just like make you show up a certain type of way.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I don't want to. It's not a certain dollar amount that they should make, but they should be financially sound because everybody's situation and circumstance is different. So they should be financially sound and have disposable incomes with whatever your situation is.
Okay. Okay.
Have disposable income, aka be able to take care of her and her 14-year-old. Okay, yeah, be able all of that. She asked for a superstar. She 40 years old and thinks she should get one now. Baby girl, the man who would really listen to that from you, guess who that man is? Your man. And you don't have one. All right, and the man that should be listening to that, you gave him 14-year-old, take him back. Take him back and tell him to get all of this stuff you want a man to have. All right, you gave it to him. Tell him you want to go traveling. Tell him you like the finer things in life. Tell him you want you and your child taken care of. All right, he the one that's gonna listen to that, and I know he ain't gonna listen to that. So what chance you think you got of getting any of us to listen to it? About the same chance you've been having. They listen to it long enough to get the chopping in them cheeks. And they hang around as long as it takes for you to figure out they don't want shit. All right, they can't do this. They not going to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're in great shape.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm gonna keep you here on the app because we beta tested. But
Okay.
why don't want to go on social media?
Oh Lord.
It's nice, baby girl. Get you played with. Same thing it been getting you. All right, you ain't got much a man can believe in. All right, you ain't gonna sell what you got with that. All right, listen, you could get him to come and play with you, but he ain't gonna show up and never think he should treat you like you 22 years old. All right, he think you should be ready to go, and you shouldn't need all this goddamn attention and still need all of this coaxing and explaining to you who a man is by now. All right, no. He shouldn't have to go through all of that. And he not going to go through all of that. So he could take care of some chick and a 14-year-old. Some chick who can't offer him much, just some of her company. And she think he need to pay a hellified ass price for this miserable ass company. Some chick who just expect you to keep giving her shit. And in return for you to keep giving her shit, she should be able to just give you whatever she feel like for it. All right, and you're gonna have a rebel. All right, and rebels stay in the street. That's why you 40 years old and in the street and look like you looking to go on a bunny trail. And men can't take this serious because your bunny trail days been over. All right, and all they can do from here is come and play with you. A bunny trail is saved for bunnies. All right, men don't take 40-year-old ladies on bunny trails. Okay, you done crossed the bunny, you a rabbit. Okay, 40 years old, you a rabbit. You been a rabbit. The bunny trail over.
Okay, listen. I mean, you look good, but I definitely don't. I definitely, here's the deal. I'm not gonna force you because the comments. I mean, one thing I'm gonna tell you, the comments gonna talk about your list. So if you want to stay here, it's fine. I put you on social. They're gonna say, "Dang, her list is long."
But you know what, Kendra? I don't ask for anything that I can't offer. And
let me tell you something. What you all get ready to tell us you offer not what men want. It ain't gonna start being what men want because you ladies keep saying it. None of this boss chick shit gonna get you none of this. If it ain't got you this in 40 years, we don't care that you think you offer it. We don't think you offer what we want. You think you offer what you think we should want. You think you offer us what you would want in us. We don't give a damn about none of that from you. We can't use yours. All right, it ain't expected to benefit us. You listening to you expecting us to benefit you. We can't benefit from none of that stuff you telling us about. And at 40 years old, your men older, and you should know they already know. You ain't gonna sell them that. You ain't gonna sell them none of this. You're a boss B and you're an entrepreneur because you don't have what we want. See, this is a classic case of a woman who knows she don't have what you want. So she think you need to just take whatever she got. All right, and she gonna tell you how she this boss B and that she match you. And men don't need a woman to match him. That's what you need. That's your problem. Never gonna be his. All right, what he want is what he want. And he ain't gonna start valuing that because you need him too in order for you to be able to get what you want. You don't have what we want, baby girl.
I just feel like that I have a lot to offer. And so I don't ask for anything that I can't.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's there you have it.
Yeah, we know what you got to offer, man. A hard way to go. Hell on wheels. All right, for all his effort. Some ungrateful golden girl. All right, who can't offer him nothing. All right, you ain't told us nothing you're good for. You just told us that you can match him, basically. And I know you can't. If you let all you capping ass ladies talk, all you match. All right, none of you match. That's how all of y'all got to the Kendra G. That's how all y'all got to the Kendra G singles dating show. That's how all of y'all got here. None of your matches think you a match.